Implementation intention. One of the best ways to start a habit. A study in 2001, there is researchers on the Great Britain. They made a study. They divided three group of students, and the first group of students, they told them to track how often they exercise. And the second group, they told them to do the same as the first group, but this time they're gonna read up more about the benefit of habit, how exercising is good for health, how it's affect the heart in a positive way, and how it's good for the long term. And the third group, they told them to exercise at a specific time and a specific place and location. Let me give you an example. So for the third group, they told them to write the following sentence: I will exercise at 11 a.m. for 2 hours in the gym. That's what they write. After the research have done, the results came in. The first and second group, 35 to 38 of them exercise at least once a week. But the surprising results happened for the third group. The third group, almost 91% of them exercise almost once in a week. You see, implement intention to create time and space for your habit to live with you. The government, the most successful government programs, they use implementation intention. They use it with appointments, deadlines of paying taxes. And the more you are specific and you know exactly, like for example, if you have an appointment and for example on Thursday, you are going to be there, because if you didn't want to be there, you're gonna lose the appointment and then you have to wait a long time. You see, and the good thing about implementation intention, we think people struggle often with motivation. People does not struggle with motivation. What they struggle is they struggle from clarity. They need more clarity. But when with implementation, it makes it clear. A lot of people say, I want to exercise, I want to eat healthy, I want to be in a better shape, but that's all vague. But implementation intention removes all that vague. With implementation intention, I'm going to exercise at 8 a.m. at the local gym for 2 hours. Or if somebody wants to meditate, he's gonna say, I'm going to meditate at 7 a.m. for 3 minutes each morning. Every habit starts with cue. You feel the phone buzzing in your pocket, you smell a cookie, a chocolate cookie. All this is a cues of starting habit. And implementation intention, they use time and place as cues to start the new habit. You see, I like the idea of implementation intention, but for my personal perspective, I don't think it's gonna work for me. Take my work for example. If I'm working on Thursday morning at 9 a.m., I have to be there. If I can't be there, I have to tell my manager in advice. But if I didn't show up, I'm gonna have to deal with consequences. I'm gonna hear my manager complaining and I'll be in trouble. But if I do the same thing with my own life, like let's say I said to myself that I'm going to exercise at 7 a.m. for 30 minutes. If I didn't do that, there is no consequences. Like no one's gonna complain or tell me why you didn't do that. There is no consequences. So for me, for my personal opinion, I don't think implementation intention is good for me. It might be good for you because all people are different. But what's good for me, I'll show you the next best way to start a habit. I'll show you in a second. Implementation intention is simple. What you're gonna do is you're gonna like write a sentence and you're gonna say, I am going to exercise, like this is an example, I am going to exercise at the local gym for 1 hour at 9 a.m. and you do this for everything. Like if you wanna meditate, or let's say you wanna study, you are going to say, I'm going to study in my bedroom for 1 hour every single day. That's implementation intention. One benefit of implementation intention, it removes unnecessary requests, because a lot of people, they often say yes to little requests because what they do with their life, like not with their life, what they're gonna do with their time. So but with implementation intention, you are going to have a lot of stuff to do, and when you offer a little request, like a friend tell you to hang out with them, or you have like you wanna have fun and stuff like that, implementation intention remove all the foggy thoughts, and it's only gonna make you like work on the time. And the good thing about it, when you do implementation intention for too long, like let's say you've been exercising at 7 a.m. for like 3 months, the next time you forget to exercise and it's 7 a.m., you are going to feel the urge to exercise. And that's the purpose why James Clear described it in his book in the first place, because it creates cues for you so you can start your habits. And that's the thing that gonna make your habits obvious. The second best way to starting a habit, and it's also James Clear favorite starting habit, and also it's my favorite too. It's called habit stacking. In France in 1765, there is a poor man. His name is Diderot. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Diderot. So Diderot is a poor person. One time his daughter wants to get married and he couldn't afford to pay for her marriage or pay for her wedding, and one of the rich people heard about his story and felt sad. And Diderot, he used to write books. The rich lady, she was interested on reading books, and she bought his book for almost $150,000. This is based on today's number. So he became rich and he was so happy. He paid for the wedding and he also bought some stuff. He bought some new clothes and some expensive clothes. And when he came home, he didn't feel like he felt like the new clothes does not match his home because his house is old. So he decided to buy a new kitchen table, buy new items and new devices, and he paid a lot of money. And the more he buys, he also wants to improve and wants to upgrade. Like he bought the table, and he bought an expensive table, and he looked at the chair and the chair looks old. He bought a new chair with leather, which is more expensive, and he kept spending his money. The thing that's going on with him, it's called the Diderot's effect, where when you buy something new and you finish with it, you want to buy something new too. I noticed this with people who likes Apple. With people who likes to buy Apple devices, they all almost every year they wants to upgrade with a new phone. Like they don't like the old phone and they want just to upgrade. So they sold the old one and they buy a new one. And that's exactly what's the Diderot's effect. When you buy something, you want to buy more. And that's exactly what's happening. And same thing with our daily life. You know, when you use the bathroom, that's gonna lead you to wash your hands. And that's also gonna lead you to wipe your hands. And also, it's gonna lead you to put the towels in the laundry. And you remember now to buy some laundry detergent so you can wash your towels. Isn't that right? Exactly. And that's exactly how habit stacking works. James Clear provides habit stacking, which is a strategy to make habits so obvious so you can start working on them every single day. So let me explain habit stacking. It's basically the same as the Diderot strategy. Habit stacking, basically, after you do current habits, you are going to do the new habit. Here's an example. You can use the habit scorecard that I mentioned in the previous video to help you with this. So let's say after you brush your teeth, you are going to read 2 pages. And when you do this too many times, and each time you're gonna brush your teeth, you are going to feel the urge to read 2 pages. And you can increase the amount of habits that you wanna do. Like after you read two pages, you are going to exercise. After you exercise, you are going to take a shower. After you take a shower, you're gonna have a healthy meal. And that's what basically I do. I did the same thing every single day, and now it becomes like a routine. Like after I finish with reading, I don't have to think, oh, what I'm gonna do today. What all comes to my mind is gonna be exercising, and then I'm gonna exercise. And while I'm exercising, I'm gonna be listening to motivational speakers. So this is basically what habit stacking, and it helps a lot. The good thing about habit stacking, you don't have to it doesn't need time or location as the implementation intention. With habit stacking, all you need is just your current habits. And here's one thing important you need to keep in mind. When you have current habits, let's say you want to do something every single day, okay? Like let's say exercise, and you want to pair this habit with something you do every single day, not every Monday. Like for example, if you are going to exercise every single day and you only drink a cup of coffee Monday, and you said I'm gonna drink a cup of coffee and then exercise, but you want to exercise every day but you drink a cup of coffee only on Monday, well it's not gonna work. What you're gonna do, you're gonna brainstorm some habit list that you do every single day. You have to find habits that you do every single day. And here's an example, like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, eating breakfast, studying, other stuff you have to do every single day. And you can use these habits to pair new habits. After you brush your teeth, you're gonna exercise. After you eat a healthy meal, you're probably gonna read. And that's how you do it. And here's the interesting part. You can also add habits in the middle of your current and new habits. And how you gonna do it, I'm gonna show you. So let's say you wake up in the morning, you make your bed, and you brush your teeth. Okay, so to add the new habit in the middle, what you're gonna do, you're gonna make your bed, and then you're gonna place a book in your bedroom, and your bed, and then you're gonna wash your teeth. And the next time you're gonna climb the bed to sleep, you're gonna see the book, and then you're gonna read. That's how you create habits in the middle. And let me give you my honest opinion about this, about habit stacking. Habit stacking is one of my favorite. It helped me a lot. As I mentioned, I didn't like the idea of implementation intention because there is no consequences if I miss a day. Like let's say I told myself that I'm going to exercise 7 a.m. for 30 minutes. If I didn't do it, there is no consequence. But if you compare it to my work, if I didn't show up at 9 a.m. to work, my manager is gonna complain and I'm gonna be in trouble. So implementation intention is not for me, but it might be for somebody else. But on the other side, habit stacking is my favorite because I literally stacked a lot of habits. I wake up, I meditate, I brush my teeth, and then I read, and after that, I work on my channel, which is my YouTube channel, and then I exercise. And while I'm exercising, listening to motivational speakers. So I just stack habits like this and the list move on. And it's really helpful. And I hope you do the same thing, because when you have habit stacking, as I said, you don't need like time and you don't need your location. All you have to do is after current habits, I will do next habit. But keep in mind that if you do your habit stacking on the wrong space, it's not gonna work for you. For example, if you want to meditate, but in your place there is kids playing around, like your kids are yelling and playing around, well, this is the wrong space. You have to find another space that's gonna work for you. James Clear said he wanted to create a habit of doing a lot of push-ups, and he decided to do push-ups and on his lunch break, and it didn't work for him because it was too vague, because he wasn't too specific. Like, should I do it after lunch or before eating lunch? What time do I do it? It was so vague. And after that, he changed it and he added more details. He said after he's gonna close the laptop, he's gonna do 10 push-ups immediately. Like when he closed the laptop for lunch, he's gonna do 10 push-ups immediately. And it worked for him. And same is gonna work for you. You have to be specific. You don't need to be too vague, like I want to exercise. It's not gonna work that way. You have to be very, very specific. Like if you're gonna use implementation intention, let's say you want to meditate in the morning at 7 a.m. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna wake up at 7 a.m. You're gonna meditate for 20 minutes in a specific place for a specific time. Like you're gonna meditate in your bedroom for 20 minutes at 7 a.m. That's how you use implementation intention. But with habit stacking, if you want to meditate, so you're gonna say after I drink a cup of coffee, I'm going to meditate for 20 minutes. It don't have to be, you don't need like a specific time or like specific location. You could do it like at anywhere, and after you drink your cup of coffee. And that's basically habit stacking. But the more you become specific, the more it's gonna work for you. And remember, at the beginning you might struggle, you might have trouble to do it, you might feel it's too hard and it's so complicated at the beginning. But as you do it, it's like practice, it's like muscles. The more you do it, like at the beginning, you're gonna feel pain in your muscles. That's mean your muscles are growing, and after that you're gonna become stronger than before. And habit stacking, like it's a good way because it has cues, it has its own cues. Like let's say when you check your phone, you're gonna feel your phone buzzing in your pocket. That means you're gonna start the habit of checking your phone. Or when you smell a cookie jar, that means it's time to like eat the cookie, or you smell any kind of food. That's the starting point of any habit. But with habit stacking, it's gonna give you the cues to start the habit that you wanted to create it, like the habit that's gonna benefit you in the future. Like let's say you wanted to read more, and you've been used habit stacking, and you said after I brush my teeth, I'm going to read 3 pages. After you do that for a long time of period, it's gonna be automatic. And when you do it, you're gonna, like after each time you brush your teeth, you are going to feel the urge to read 3 pages. And that's exactly how habit stacking can help you with your life. And it's literally minds opening, and also it increases awareness. As I mentioned in the last video, you can use the habit scorecard, which is you brainstorm habits that you have currently. Like you're gonna type in the list what habits you have. Like I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I check my phone, and I drink a cup of coffee. This is habits that like for example, for a person who does it daily. And when you have this list and then you look at it, and after that you're gonna like name each habit, if it's a good habit or if it's a bad habit or if it's natural. Natural like waking up, and positive habit like brushing your teeth, and negative habit like checking your phone, which is gonna make you distracted. So you can use habit scorecard and then reorganize it. Like you're gonna say, after I brush my teeth, I'm gonna read a few pages. And you're gonna say, before I take shower, or like after I read a few pages, I'm gonna do exercise. And after I do exercise, I'm gonna take shower. And after I'm done with shower, I'm gonna have a healthy meal and then drink a cup of coffee. And that's exactly how I did it with my own life. And trust me, if you do it and you give it like enough effort and time, it's gonna work for you. And based on your habits, if they are good and bad, but you probably have good habits, and that's the reason we're reading about habits, but because we want to create habits that are helping us in the long term. Like after 2 years, 3 years, I want to feel better, I want to be stronger, I want my biceps to be bigger, I want my teeth to be whiter, I want my health to be stronger. And based on your habits and on the time that you've been doing them for long enough, you are going to achieve these goals without even noticing, if you use habit scorecard, implementation intention, or habit stacking. So that's it. Please keep in mind that this process takes long, as I mentioned, but you're gonna enjoy it all the way, because results are not gonna take too long, because you're gonna feel better. Because when you exercise, you're gonna like even for 3 months, 2 months, you're gonna notice changes in your weight and also in your muscles. And when you brush your teeth, you're gonna feel like clean every single day. And also when you read, you're gonna feel like smarter, and you're gonna read and you're gonna understand a lot of words. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the time that you're watching in this video, and the time that you're giving me. It's so valuable, and I really appreciate it. Make sure that you take this information and you put it in action, because knowledge without action is wasting time. You have to use this knowledge so you can improve your life and you feel better. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.